All right, I want to welcome Donna Patrick to our little 10 or 12 minute interview. We're going to get an opportunity to get to know Donna a little bit better today and also learn more about her recent successes in the productivity coaching room. Donna, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be
Yep.
here.
Thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What did you do prior to real estate?
Okay, well, I had a couple of careers. I'm actually a licensed master social worker. I received my master's degree from Georgia State back in 2007. I worked, at that time, I was working with Habitat for Humanity as the family services manager. So working with first-time home buyers through the Habitat program. Yep. After that, after I got out of school, I went to work with a civil rights consulting firm, investigating discrimination complaints. And I did that for 13 years prior to coming full-time with Keller Williams.
Was that in were the discrimination complaints, was that within real estate or just overall?
Employment discrimination, federal agencies. Employees who filed discrimination against their agencies. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if Donna froze. Did Donna freeze?
One of us
okay,
did.
We're back. Was the discrimination law work, was that in real estate or was that in everything?
Employment.
Employment, okay.
Federal employees raising discrimination complaints.
So what brought you to real estate?
Well, actually, my sister is a licensed real estate agent in Rhode Island, and she happened to mention it to me, and she thought that I would be good at it. We both have an interest in investing, and she just happened to mention that she thought I'd be good as an agent as well. So that's really what prompted my decision to take my my pre-license course, and I got my license last late May, and I stayed inactive for a while and continued to work my full-time contracting job, and then came on with Keller Williams late September, early October 2019. And
okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
What's it like so far?
I love it. You know, I like working with people. My prior work, the employment discrimination complaints, you know, that was kind of negative, a lot of complaining and a lot of negativity. You know, I really enjoyed my previous position with Habitat and working with those families, helping them to get into homes. And this is kind of like that. So I feel like I'm back in where I belong, working with people, helping them to get their homes. I've been working with first-time home buyers.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying that.
Beautiful, beautiful. So what's a perfect day off look like for you and your family?
Well, my perfect day off is probably not like anyone else's. I like to do.
Well, that's why it's yours.
I know. I like to do busy work. I like to catch up on my housework. I like to do work on little projects that I have going on in the house. If I can get away from Roswell, I'd love to go visit my grandchildren in New Orleans. So that's a big deal for me. Whenever I get the opportunity to do that, I love to do that.
Okay, okay. And so let's go back to real estate for a second. I can just, whenever you talk about real estate, you just like, you brighten up. It's awesome to watch. Tell me a little bit about your journey from coming to Keller Williams and getting into productivity coaching, and how you've, you know, obviously you didn't get a lot of time to be in the company before COVID started. So you've been, it's been quite a whirlwind for you. Talk to us a little bit about that.
It has. So obviously I knew nothing about real estate. Again, I was able to get my license, and once I made the decision to activate it, I actually met Jan Alicardi at a Atlanta Real Estate Investors Association meeting, and she told me about Keller Williams, and she brought me into Keller Williams. And so, you know, as a new person, a new agent, it's very overwhelming. So there was a lot to learn, and it was just a lot coming at me all at once. And
Yeah.
wasn't sure how it all fit together. And so I started coaching in December because people told me that's the way to go. You know, join productivity coaching, and that will help you to kind of make sense of it all and to develop a plan and grow your business. So I did that. I took that advice, and that was the best advice that I received. So since joining productivity coaching, I've met a lot of wonderful people. I feel like our group is almost like a little family. And,
Yeah.
you know, we have our PC huddle every morning. That's the way I like to start my business day. Of course, I start my day much earlier than that, but I have that 8:30 a.m. morning huddle on my calendar. And unless I have some kind of conflict, I like to be there because I
Yeah.
like to hear what the other agents are doing. I like to share what I'm doing. I like to get feedback. I like to get guidance. I'm very learning based, and I'm always open to new information. So that's why PC coaching, productivity coaching is very important to me. I feel like I get all the guidance and information that I need to be successful.
I love the fact that you said the way you start your business day, right? Rather than your day, it's, you know, you got to take care of yourself and your family and do the things that make, give you your mental energy and spiritual energy and health energy and that kind of thing. But when it's time for business, it's time to focus on business.
Mm-hmm.
And the more focus you have and the more discipline you have when we're working, then the more time we get to not work. But one of the hardest parts of this business is kind of finding that balance, right? And establishing the boundaries that are necessary to really live the life we're wanting to live. First of all, I want to congratulate you. You just had your first closing a week or two ago. Already got your next deal under contract. Tell us a little bit about, you're probably one of my star clients in terms of your preparation, in terms of your commitment to practicing scripts and dialogues and doing role play. Can you speak to how that's helped your business?
Yeah, absolutely. And I misspoke earlier when I said I start my day with PC Huddle in the morning at 8:30. I've actually been starting my day much earlier, my business day much earlier than that. I committed to script practicing in the morning with a partner from 7 to 8, and we have been doing that for quite some time. I think we started during the last bowl pivot in May, and we continued that up until recently. And now I've kind of switched to a new partner, and we're doing that in the afternoons towards the end of the day. So script practice, I think it's important because it helps you to prepare. You're not practicing on clients, you're practicing with other agents, and it prepares you on how to respond to certain questions that may come up or objections that may come up. And it helps you to build confidence. It helps you to become comfortable with information like market stats and just information about contracts or different meetings you may have with clients. So it just helps you to prepare, become comfortable with the information so that when you get in those real life situations, you kind of exude confidence because you've been through it.
And you almost want to, it like gets you excited because you know what to say and you're not so worried about what objection you might get because you already know how to handle it. And so you, whether your brain realizes it or not, your brain is pushing you to make more calls and to go get in front of buyers and sellers because you're prepared, you're confident, and you're ready, right? A lot of times what I've seen is people that they're a little hesitant on what to say, or they haven't said it that much and they don't have a ton of confidence. Well, it's no wonder they don't go out and make a ton of calls. They're afraid of being successful.
Sure. I can attest to that. Even though I've had prior experience speaking in front of groups, working with people, conducting interviews by phone, I'm still nervous about making calls to people I don't know and making them aware that I'm available as a real estate resource for them. So script practicing and role playing, that's been very helpful in helping me to build that confidence so that I do want to do my lead gen every day.
Do you think that that was the turning point for you?
I
Is
think
that
it,
what was kind of,
honestly, I think that was yeah, that was a big part of it. Because working with another agent on the scripts and just the role playing, yeah, it helps you to build confidence. So I think so. Absolutely. I'm much
awesome?
more comfortable talking to actual potential clients and my clients now since I've been practicing with my script partners.
That's awesome. So do you think different, do you have like a different vision or a larger vision for your life and for your business based on your affiliation with Keller Williams? Is it kind of what you were expecting? Are you thinking differently now?
Um, I think I'm thinking differently now. When I first started thinking about real estate, I was thinking about being a single agent and, you know, maybe making some connections, making some additional money, and using that for the investment part of what I was
Yeah.
interested in. Now, I see a bigger picture. I mean, I have, with the guidance of my PC coach, I've kind of developed this bigger picture, and I have a plan, and I see the opportunity for a much larger business. And I know it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm ready to do that work. So
Yeah, they say nothing, everything worth, what is the line? Everything worth doing is uphill, and nothing goes uphill by itself,
that's
right?
right.
I
Yep.
totally botched that. I
That's
absolutely
okay.
totally botched that phrase.
You had the concept right.
It says, I actually have it here. Everything worthwhile is uphill, and no one accidentally goes uphill.
No, no,
Yeah.
it takes a little effort, and you know what? It also takes. It's a lot easier when you're not alone to go uphill. So if you have other people helping to push you up,
Uh, Hang on. This is a great moment. I want to hear this. You froze though. All right. Hang on. Hang with me, Donna.
okay.
Uh, I didn't hear any of that.
So I hope
Uh,
you have some editing software to edit out my
no,
frozen.
we're humans, and I don't know how to do that anyway. I'd have to find somebody to do that for, or do that with. So you were saying it's a whole lot easier to do it when you're not alone. Say that one more time, or go into a bit more detail if you don't mind.
So you said that, you know, like, what was your quote? Like going uphill, anything worth having is going uphill or something?
Everything worthwhile is uphill. No one accidentally goes uphill.
No one accidentally goes uphill. That takes, it takes effort, but also if you have others pushing you up that hill, it makes it that much easier. And I feel that's what I get out of productivity coaching and Keller Williams in general. It's just that support system that's kind of pushing you uphill, helping you along, helping you to make progress. So it makes it a
Awesome.
little easier. And, you know, I just love the culture of Keller Williams. It's, I told you I'm a social worker by trade prior to being a real estate agent. And that's what I'm all about, like helping and community and working together. I loved working with Habitat for Humanity. I love working with Keller Williams. I just love the.
That's awesome. I just love seeing you every morning, and I think we all feed off of each other's energy, and I'm proud to be your partner, and I'm loving watching you be successful and having a good time doing it. So outside of commitment to script practice and role play, outside of hopping into productivity coaching, what's the first thing that you think of if I were to ask you for advice for a new agent, or advice for an agent that's, you know, kind of plateaued? They're not growing at the speed they wanted to grow. They're a little frustrated with where they are career-wise or financially. What advice do you have?
Personally, like I said, I'm a learning-based person, so taking advantage of every opportunity. to hear what has worked for other agents. I mean, there's so many opportunities with Keller Williams to hear other agents talk about their businesses, what's worked for them. There's just a culture of sharing information, and everybody wants to see everyone else be successful. And that's what I love about Keller Williams. So you kind of get that on a grand scale over at Keller Williams overall. And then narrow it down to PC coaching. I would recommend that to anyone who is maybe floundering a little bit or feels a little lost, because this gives you some guidelines, some guardrails to help you to stay on the track that you need to be on to progress and not to get stuck in a rut. Because there have been times when I've gotten a little discouraged, gotten a little, I don't know, like questioned myself, but it's all about mindset and productivity coaching, and just, even coffee with Aubrey can just help my mindset, get me back on track, and just be grateful for the opportunity, because I am grateful for the opportunity.
I find myself thinking about gratitude all the time. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the group. I'm grateful for Aubrey and the rest of the leadership team. I'm grateful for all the leaders at Keller Williams that are helping us create all these opportunities for us. So again, I appreciate your time today. I'm grateful you took a minute away of your couple contracts that you're working through. I'm proud to be your business partner, and I'm excited to keep watching you grow. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you for all you do for us, all the support you give us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Bye-bye.